There was a time when every American mother understood that feeding her baby was not a science. It was not a chart she had to consult. It was not a brand she had to choose. It was simply what happened 3 or 4 times a day in the same kitchen where her own mother had fed her. She carried 10 specific feeding habits in her hands and her schedule. The baby learned them within weeks. By the 4th month, he was eating on rhythm, sleeping between meals, and content for hours at a time. Most modern mothers have lost them, not because babies stopped needing them, because the chain of transmission broke, and a generation of women grew up believing that infant feeding was a problem, requiring an expert, a chart, and a stack of warnings. Number 1 is the habit that contained all the others. Almost no woman under 40 practices it anymore. Let me walk you through what we lost. Number 10, feeding on a schedule, not on demand. The 1970s baby ate roughly every 4 hours from his 2nd month of life. 6 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 6 in the evening, 10 at night for the first few months, then dropped as he slept longer. She did not feed him when he cried. She fed him at the times he was supposed to eat. The baby's stomach learned the rhythm within 2 weeks. By the 3rd week, he would start to fuss for food around 5:50 in the morning before the mother had glanced at the clock. The body was telling the time. The modern mother is often told to feed on demand, which in practice means feeding every 40 minutes all day with no rhythm. The baby never develops hunger cues because he never gets hungry. The mother never gets a break because she is always feeding. The schedule was free. The structure was harder. It was what made everything else possible. Number 9, the 4-ounce bottle, finished completely. The 1970s mother gave her baby a 4-ounce bottle of formula or expressed breast milk and expected him to finish it. Not most of it, all of it. If he turned his head away after 2 ounces, she gently coaxed him back, burped him, and tried again. This was not force feeding. It was teaching him to eat a full meal at a mealtime. A baby who finished his bottle stayed full for 4 hours. A baby who drank 2 ounces was hungry again in 90 minutes. The modern mother is often told to never push, never coax, let the baby decide. The result is a baby who snacks all day on small amounts and never feels satisfied. He fusses constantly because he is constantly hungry. Nothing is wrong with him. He is being fed in a pattern that is guaranteed to leave him unsettled. Number 8, solid food at 4 months. Every 1970s, baby was eating real food by his 4th month, not pouches, not purees from a jar with 18 ingredients. Real food mashed at the table from what the family was eating. Banana, sweet potato, soft cooked carrot. Pediatricians in 1975 recommended this openly. The introduction of solids at 4 months gave the baby's digestive system time to mature, helped him sleep through the night, and exposed him to the family's foods early enough that he never became a picky eater. The modern mother has been told to wait until 6 months. The result is a baby who hits the solid food window too late, develops more allergies because of delayed exposure, and refuses solid food because his palate has already locked in on smooth, pureed textures. The 1970s, mother fed her baby at the family table. The modern mother uses a pouch. The difference compounds for years. Number 7, cow's milk in a bottle by 12 months. This one shocks modern mothers, but it is correct. A baby in the 1970s was drinking whole cow's milk, cold from the refrigerator, in a bottle by his 1st birthday. The American Academy of Pediatrics endorsed this at the time. Whole milk gave the baby the fat his developing brain needed, the calcium for his bones, and the protein for his muscles. The modern mother has been warned about cow's milk before 12 months, told to use formula, then warned about whole milk after 12 months, told to use low fat. The baby's brain, which is 60% fat, develops slower on low-fat milk. The mother is paying $25 a can for formula she does not need. The cow's milk worked. The cow's milk still works. The mother stopped trusting it. Notice the pattern in everything so far. None of these feeding habits required equipment. None of them required a chart. None of them required permission or expertise. They required only one thing: a mother who understood that feeding her baby was her standing assignment, not something she could outsource to a brand, a pediatrician, or a stranger writing a blog post. That assignment is what disappeared. The feeding habits were just the consequences. Number 6. Burping after every 2 ounces. The 1970s mother burped her baby after every 2 ounces of bottle feeding and twice after a full breastfeed. She held him upright against her shoulder, patted his back firmly for a minute or two, and waited for the burp. The trapped air in a baby's stomach takes up the same space as food. A baby with 2 ounces of air in his stomach feels full, stops eating, and then feels hungry again 10 minutes later when the air comes out. A baby who has been burped properly has room for more food and stays full longer. The modern mother sometimes burps, sometimes does not. The baby often goes through life with a small bubble of air pressing against his diaphragm, which makes him fussy and a poor sleeper. The mother assumes he has colic. He does not. He has trapped air. Number 5. The same chair every time. Every mother in the 1970s fed her baby in the same place, the same wooden rocking chair, the same corner of the couch, the same direction, with the baby's head cradled in her left arm and the bottle in her right hand. Every time. The baby's body learned the position as part of the feeding signal. When he was placed in that chair, his stomach started preparing for food. The saliva started flowing. He was eating before the bottle touched his lips. The modern mother often feeds her baby anywhere, on the couch, in the car, standing at the counter while scrolling her phone. The baby never builds the association between place and food. The chair cost nothing. The consistency was the work. Number 4, water and only water between meals. Between feedings, the 1970s baby was given small sips of plain water if he was thirsty. Not juice, not flavored drinks, not anything sweet, just water. This kept his palate calibrated to the natural sweetness of milk and the natural flavors of food. By the time he started solids, he ate everything the family ate, because his taste buds had not been overwritten by added sugar. The modern baby is often given juice, sweetened formula, flavored yogurt drinks, and sweetened cereals from his earliest months. His palate locks in on sugar before his first birthday. He then refuses everything that does not taste sweet. The mother despairs and gives him more sugar because at least he eats it. The damage was done at 4 months. The water was the prevention. Number 3, eating with the family at the table. By 6 months, a baby in the 1970s had a high chair at the family table. He sat in it for every dinner. He watched his parents and his older siblings eat. He held a spoon. He banged it on the tray. He picked up small pieces of soft food with his fingers. He was not entertained during meals. He was not handed a screen. He was not given his own special baby food while the others ate something else. He ate what the family ate. By 18 months, he could sit through a 30-minute family meal. He had eaten 30 different foods because he had seen his family eat them. The modern toddler often eats separately from the family on his own schedule watching a tablet, with a separate menu designed for picky children. By age 3, he eats 6 things. The family table was the school. The mother just had to bring him to it. Number 2, knowing when he was full. The 1970s. Mother could tell when her baby was full without weighing him, without tracking ounces in an app, without consulting a chart. He turned his head away firmly. His breathing slowed. His body relaxed against her shoulder. He stopped reaching for the bottle. She had learned to read these signs in the first 3 weeks of his life because she had been holding him, watching him, and feeding him without distraction. She knew his fullness signals the same way she knew his hunger signals. The modern mother often measures fullness by the ounce, by the chart, by the percentile, by what the app says her baby should be eating today. She no longer reads her own baby because she has been taught the chart knows better than her eyes. The chart does not know better. The mother's eyes do. Number 1, carrying her baby's feeding as her standing assignment. This is the meta habit, the one that produced all the others. The 1970s mother did not wait until mealtime to start being responsible for her baby's feeding. She carried that responsibility from the moment he was born. The schedule, the 4-ounce bottle, the early solids, the cow's milk, the burping, the consistent chair, the water between meals, the family table, the reading of fullness. None of these were techniques she had to remember to apply. They were small expressions of a single underlying commitment. She believed her baby could learn to eat the way the family ate. So she taught him every meal with the patient confidence of someone who had been raised by a mother who did the same. When that commitment broke down, somewhere between 1985 and 2005, the feeding habits became disconnected from each other. Without the underlying belief that the baby was capable of learning to eat, each habit felt insufficient on its own. The habits can be rebuilt, but the underlying commitment is not something you can buy. It has to be assumed. 10 habits, none of them rare, all of them gone. Not because babies became different, but because the mothers were told that someone else knew better. The babies have not changed. The mothers have just been told they are not enough. The habits are still available. Any woman reading this can take up the standing assignment again. What has to change is the belief about who teaches the baby to eat.